I want you all to try an imagineering exercise with me. Close your eyes and silence your incredibly cynical and jaded inner monologue for a few seconds. Listen to my nearly robotic-like monotone cadence. You wake up in the morning in your massive double king-size bed next to your beautiful 10 out of 10 bombshell wife. She says, "Don't bother with a shower. I'll clean your butthole with my tongue." She's happy to do that for you since you're so great. You go to the kitchen of your 3,000 square foot Miami home in a gated community, and your daughter is sitting at the table. She just turned 18 years old, and she says, "You know what, Dad? I saw all those girls making tons of money on OnlyFans, and I said no. I was raised properly. I'm going to go to university to study to be a pediatrician, so I can help all those OnlyFans girls with their meth babies." And if that wasn't good enough, your teenage son approaches and says, "Greetings, father. After much thought, I've decided I'm not gay. Life can't possibly get any better than this." Until this disgusting little AI waifu companion wakes you up and you're thrust back into your mundane life where PC hardware companies are pushing generic AI hologram companions.
Wakey, wakey. Rise and shine.
Excuse me, what the actual fuck are you doing with my hat?
It has this little disc on the top so you can turn it into the My Little Pony jar. CES in 2026 just took place in Las Vegas. In case you don't know, the Consumer Electronics Show takes place in January every year and is a big trade show for tech companies to show off all the new stuff they're working on. Razer was there to showcase Project Ava, its entry into the completely useless and redundant AI trash pile. The presentation makes it seem like this is something completely new, but really it's just a personified version of the same chat models people have been trying to get to say racial slurs for years now.
Alright, I've got a Klansman's robe here, along with a white hood. He holds the outfit up so they can see it.
They even made a super hot guy variant for all the 0 women who would be interested in buying this. It showed the AI giving this woman tips on whatever generic human work she's doing, but odds are if it's capable of seeing this shit, it's already replaced her. Project Ava is apparently capable of giving you live backseat gaming tips using the invasive camera on his little cylinder house. What's he telling her? Her next Candy Crush move? Tips on how to raid heal in WoW? Not me tank heal. That job's too important for a woman.
Oof. Maybe aim for the head next time?
I'm sure people appreciate snarky little remarks about how shit they are while they're already tilted after missing a headshot in Hello Kitty Island Adventure. The trailer ends showing the Japanese office lady meme and a faker avatar, who's someone I've kinda heard of over the years. He's a big League of Legends guy. Just like every other tech company on God's green flat earth, Razer had to put an AI something out there to capitalize on the current boom, squirting out yet another AI companion type thing to take advantage of incredibly lonely young men who crave some sort of connection, even if it's artificial. I feel I can safely predict almost exactly what this thing is going to end up being, which is essentially an alarm clock with a character on it.
AVA simplifies life by organizing your schedule, consulting on work tasks, and guiding you to victory as your enthusiastic
Gaming wingman.
So it's at the very least going to be a clunky, voice-controlled assistant like Amazon Echo or whatever the Google thing is called. So you can repeat yourself 5 times before it recognizes you want to listen to Jesus as a friend of mine. All of this can be done easier and quicker just using your phone. Feels like people would use these features specifically to feel like they're getting value from this thing if they decide to buy it. This is speculation on my part, but with the mass and shitification of everything in the world these days, I expect some of the same monetization crap for this device that's infected everything else. It's launching with 5 avatars to choose from. Guaranteed there's going to be more locked behind a paywall in the future, or at least alternate outfits for the ones that it'll already have. I wouldn't be surprised if it has a subscription of some kind. It'll come with 1 month free, then you get ads as a free member or something. You'll be playing Valorant and Ava will scream, "Oops, got your prostate. Welcome to Home Depot." If they really want to squeeze their customers' cheeks, they'll wait until people start to fall in love with it like other AI chatbots, then lock its memory behind a subscription, so if you want your artificial lover back, you gotta pay. It's the same old song and dance with devices like these. There's a microphone and camera, which means this thing will constantly be collecting data on every aspect of your life for Razer to sell to marketing agencies.
Oh, the camera's on. The camera's been on the whole time, huh?
The thought of this creepy little can sitting on your desk recording you snoring so it can serve you ads for sleep aids is incredibly unsettling. I already have my phone, TV, ISP, microwave, toaster, and wife constantly archiving aspects of my daily life. I'm not jumping at the opportunity to have yet another piece of technology recording the inside of my colon to sell me new products so I can get excited for next product. Feels like Razer is only putting this out because it's an AI thing. Every company has to get in on the gold rush before the bubble pops and AI will actually be used for something more productive, rather than these kitschy sideshows. A company named Gatebox already beat Razer to the punch with this exact concept 10 years ago. They have little hologram waifus that utilize AI to give lonely men the most surface level interactions with fictional characters.
Excuse me, what the actual fuck?
A man named Akihiko Kondo went so far as to symbolically marry his Gatebox Hatsune Miku guy in 2018. The man is a trailblazer in eradicating humanity. Once they incorporate this into an android that can suck your tiny dick, it's all over for us. Project Ava also requires an internet connection to function properly since it relies on cloud-based AI models. And Razer isn't going to upkeep this bitch for free. So once it starts losing the company money, everybody's waifu's going in the trash where they belong. Razer is yet another respectable company buying an AI lottery ticket in hopes that they'll be one of the big winners from this big gold rush. But odds are Project Ava will sell moderately well, be forgotten in a year or two, then never heard from again. What's worse is Project Ava is just a small blip compared to the massive AI behemoth that is sucking up resources like grandma sucking a hot dog through a garden hose. 8 gigs of RAM now costs $1 million, but at least we can get a useless AI companion to throw straight into the trash bin. You can reserve a unit for $20 on Razer's website for when it releases later in 2026, but there's no mention of its MSRP. The next bit of gaming-related AI tech from CES is HyperX partnering with a company named Neurable to create a headset that will use AI to scan your brainwaves to increase in-game performance. Neurable is a neurotechnology company that specializes in BCI tech, or brain-computer interface technology. We're now stepping fully into the realm of sci-fi with a limitless pill you can put on your head, but it's not as cool or as handsome. The claim is these magical cans will use EEG sensors and AI to interpret brain activity in real time to increase in-game performance.
Everyday gamers and esports athletes showed faster reaction times, improved accuracy, and a higher number of targets during FPS training sessions.
There are a number of red flags around this. First of all, they don't provide a single smidgen of data or the process they use to measure an increase in performance. Did they measure target finding in milliseconds, or microseconds, or micropenis? Head and eye tracking or something? How long did they collect data of the same players without that set on? There are so many variables to testing something like this, it's mind-boggling. Maybe if I buy this headset I could figure it out. With so much information undisclosed, I'm just going to assume this is marketing BS. Of course, Neurable isn't going to come out and tell people their product doesn't work. The only way to really know for sure is to get the headset into as many unbiased hands as possible, and have them do their own testing in real-world scenarios and over a long period of time. The reason I'm not totally dismissing a product like this is because similar technology was used in the past to some pretty novel results. Most notably, a streamer named Perry Carriel used an EEG device and emotive software to map spikes in brain activity onto a virtual controller that would then interpret those spikes as button presses. Using this method, she was able to beat a good number of Elden Ring bosses essentially using just her mind, and is currently working on Night Rain. The fact that this is possible at all leaves me at 99% skepticism regarding a headset like this, but the optimist in me hopes that maybe it's not all horse bukkake and AI might actually start to be a benefit to people. HyperX and Neurable may not get it right with this headset, and odds are they probably won't, but the fact that there are people out there currently pushing this technology to its limits had me second guessing just completely dismissing a product like this right off the bat. If someone can beat Elden Ring bosses with this technology, maybe a similar headset can improve people's gaming performance as the technology matures. A magic headset that makes you better at video games may just be possible in 10 years, maybe less. But until then, I'm approaching products like this with a steaming coil of skepticism. Even though I really like making fun of bad AI, I'm not a 100% end-of-the-world AI hater. When used as a tool, I think AI has a ton of useful implementations. It's like the difference between using a hammer and nails or a nail gun. They both get the job done, but when it comes to efficiency, one is obviously much faster than the other. But when it comes to these flash-in-the-pan AI products, these are doomed to be landfill fodder. If you liked the video, I would greatly appreciate a like and subscribe, and if you want to know why every AAA video game is the same, check out the video on screen, and I hope to see you in the next one.